Whoosh!
Nice. Hello everyone. It is the 27th of August. It is Wednesday. And it's time for probably the last get to know... Oh, I call them get to know counsellor interviews, but they're not all counsellors. Especially not today. And yeah, camp is over. It's Wednesday. Camp finished on Sunday. And there's one person which I never got around to, or there's quite a few people which I never got around to doing. But one person in particular who I thought I should do. And that is, drum roll please. Can you hear that? Just about. Nigel!
Everybody,
Yay!
hi. Hi.
Nigel, the camp director, right?
Yes.
So why don't you introduce yourself and say where you're from, what you do here at camp.
Okay, everybody, I'm Nigel. Last name is Watson. I am the director of Camp Pillsbury. I direct the camp, so that means there's about 500 things an hour that I do in the summertime and a little bit less in the wintertime. There's still a lot of things to do in the wintertime, like hire great staff members like Ollie right here.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah, so that's who I am. That's a little bit about what I do.
Whereabouts are you from?
Well, I was born in New Zealand. Came over to the United States in 1985 with Camp America. One of the early guys.
Yeah.
Worked on a summer camp and moved to America full-time in 1989 and started working full-time in camps in 89. Prior to that, 85 to 89, I was just seasonal. And then 89 to 92 at 85 to 92 at a camp in Pennsylvania, and then 1992 to January 2014 at another camp in Pennsylvania. And
That's the one. That's the one which must not be named, right?
not be named. Very nice camp with great campers and great staff, and very fond memories. But we now concentrate on Camp Pillsbury. But and then so January 2014 to present day, director here at Camp Pillsbury.
Yep.
Yeah.
We just walked from Old Main down the long path, as you can see there. And there's stuff happening around camp since the kids have gone, hasn't there? Like trees.
Yeah, we're getting ready for the winter. We had some trees that were a little were in need of some attention. We were afraid that they were so old they'd probably fall down in the first winter storm, or when they got ice and snow on them and got heavy, they'd probably come down, and we didn't want them coming down on any of the kids that are here during the winter, because we have that after school program.
Yeah.
So we decided we'd just, once all the kids and staff had left, would come in, prune the trees, get it looking good, and be nice and safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this used to be Kimmy's tree. I don't know if you recognise this kind of area. It used to be a big tree here. Not anymore. Looks kind of different. Yeah.
Certainly does. Yeah.
Kind of weird.
Guys did a good job.
Yeah. And obviously the flying trapeze is gone.
Flying trapeze is all packed up. Everything has to get put away, stored away, labelled, and packed correctly for the winter. Not just to chuck it in a box and chuck it in the nearest room or leave it under a desk.
Yeah.
It's important to pack your equipment away, and it's easy for next season once the season opens as well. If everything's organised and you know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how do you think the summer's gone overall?
I thought it was a fantastic summer, and better than expected. We really started February 1st recruiting, and I'm happy with the numbers that we ended up with, and I'm extremely happy with the staff that we recruited and ended up with. And everybody here started a camp, so we did really. Excuse me, my dogs. And if you pan down, here's my dogs, Batman and Uno. Batman, of course, is the black dog, and Pizzeria Uno over here is the reddish orangish doggy. So they've been in camp for many years as well.
Anyway,
So can't complain about the summer and you know, the usual speed bumps and hiccups you find in a camp, but all in all, fantastic summer. Looking forward to next year. And actually we already have kids registering for next year, so I'm encouraged by that. I think we'll at least double in size, if not triple in size next summer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll be using a different dorm building, will we, next year?
Yeah, if we
Much
double or
bigger.
triple in size, we're going to have to use a different dorm, and
Yeah.
so where you're living now, you'll move out of and over to the main dorm over there.
Yeah.
We walk down this way.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, we'll definitely need more space, so we're going to have to do some rearranging once we know our final numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which rearranging would probably happen anyway because of all the ongoing renovation. Yeah.
Do you think we'll use any of these buildings next year?
I do, yeah. I think the library will be a
Library.
multi-purpose building, and we're looking at putting a game room in the bottom floor, with ping pong tables and pool tables and video games, and upstairs will be a multi-purpose room, good for showing movies, evening activities.
Yeah.
And Kelly Hall, hopefully that'll be used next summer as well as a music building, if not next summer, maybe the year after that. But it's a great building. Love to utilize it.
Do you think we could get new signs before next year?
I think so. Yeah.
That's one thing that's just always annoyed me.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if we're looking at changing the names of the buildings, but we could probably get some new signs in there.
Yeah.
They're a little worn.
Yeah.
We're not a priority this summer.
No. This is the library behind us. Quite an old building.
Absolutely beautiful building, and it reminds me of like an old train station.
Yeah.
You know, the inside and the brickwork, and it's a pretty neat building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favourite colour?
Navy blue. Then black. Then green.
What's your least favourite colour?
Powder yellow.
Powder yellow.
Yellow.
Is that like a light yellow?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of like that building color right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to paint that?
I'm not sure that we're allowed to paint that, Ollie, because it's
Oh.
actually it's on the historical registry and the oldest building in this county. So,
What's that?
yep, that's the oldest building in this county. It's also at the highest point of this county, elevation-wise. It's the
Yeah.
highest. So there's things you can do to it and things you can't do to it. I don't know if we can paint it. I know you can't replace
That's
it.
older than that.
Yes, this is the oldest building in Steele County.
Didn't know that. John Shed.
Yeah,
Oldest building in Still County.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and very old.
Older than Old Main.
Older than Old Main. I think it's this
Should be
building
called-
is the oldest, then Kelly Hall is the next oldest, and then you go to the library and Old Main. And Kelly Hall actually used to be a dormitory years ago. It was a four-story dormitory, and it burnt down in the early 1900s, the night of the Fireman's Ball. And they got a call that there was a fire at Pillsbury, and the fire chief thought it was a hoax, so he sent a fireman out. And by the time that fireman got back, 'cause of course there's no phones or radios,
Yeah.
cell phones, 1904. By the time he got back, to say it was the real deal, the building had burnt down. So they rebuilt it, 2 floors, and I guess it was a dormitory again, but not 4 floors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've just come back to Old Main now. Do you want to show us your office?
Sure, come on in.
So I think this is the first time we've been in Old Main on the vlog. It's be fun. Up some steps. You might recognise some bits from videos, music videos and stuff. In through the front door, you can go. There's a downstairs. What's downstairs?
It's just classrooms and restrooms and workshops.
Will that be used next year? Because at the moment it's not.
That
ready.
will be used. It's gutted out. It's demoed out, and we'll be using that next year. In fact, this whole building is, as you can see, these rooms behind us right now are getting new walls put in and windows. New carpet will be put in. So a lot of attention's been paid to this building right now, and will be during the winter. Yeah.
So upstairs is the theatre, and then the next floor is like the costume room and stuff.
Costume room used to be a radio station up there. Little classrooms as well, but theatre and classrooms up above this floor. But this is really our main administrative area right now, with a few offices. Come on down, we'll have a look.
And obviously at the very top is the bell tower, which is
And
cool.
right at the top is the bell tower, that's right.
Yeah. I went up there last night.
Yeah.
I hope I'm allowed.
I said, you're allowed,
Yeah.
that's fine. And I saw the photo and I posted it
Yeah.
actually. I really like the photo. So come on in, this is my office.
There's Nigel's office. Dogs are coming in as well.
Yeah. It's,
Give us a tour around.
yeah, well, these are the shelves. Crazy thing that everybody has their thing. I collect hippopotamuses. So here's one shelf of hippos. Here's another shelf of hippos. I have some more somewhere. And of course some beautiful artwork that my children have drawn for me.
Yeah.
Yep. So 3 hippos in a bathtub here. Actually, interesting, you're showing this on Camp America website too, right? Or their recruiting thing. I bought this in South Africa it's 3 hippos in a mud pool in South Africa, Cape Town, South Africa, on a Camp America recruiting trip, probably 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over here is, just a cabinet and more info. That's this is the hat of a camper from Colombia, South America. He left his cap here.
He watches these, I think.
Yeah, if
Hey,
you're
Manuel.
here, Manuel, how you doing? We love you and we miss you. We have your hat. I'm keeping it. No, we'll send it to you. Random things, chocolates from Estonia. We had an Estonian staff member here this summer. Did you interview Eva?
No.
No.
Very good.
He left me some chocolates at the end.
Next year, Eva, if you come back.
Some random bits and pieces, and of course my desk right over here. This is
Big-
where all the
Big desk.
all the decisions are made. I have a puppet of myself here that somebody made for me.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I just hang it from the light.
Yeah.
It's, so this is
Another hippo on the desk.
yes. Another hippo right here. Also, can be used as a paperweight. Ideal for a paperweight.
Or chuck at someone you want to get out.
Or chucking at someone, absolutely. Yeah. So this is the office. This is the camp office.
Batman wants the puppet, I guess.
Batman, what's it? Batman.
Yeah. Has there been a highlight of the summer, do you think? Any specific moment?
I don't think there's
day?
any specific moment or day. There's been multiple, and just seeing it all come together has been so much fun. And seeing how happy the kids have been has been rewarding. And so I don't think there's been one particular day that stands out above the others. They've all been great. We haven't had to get rid of any staff members. We haven't had to send any kids home for behavioral issues. It's been a really smooth summer. For a first summer, I couldn't have asked for a better summer. So a better team, better kids, great time.
Cool. And hopefully I'll be back next summer.
I hope so. Yeah, fingers crossed. Ollie will make it back.
Yeah. And yeah, onwards and upwards.
Onwards and upwards, absolutely. Can only go up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, thank you for joining me on today's Get to Know Camp Director Nigel.
No problem. Thank you, Ollie, for having me. And whoever's watching this, check out camphillsbury.com. And if there's staff watching this from 2014, love you guys and I miss you.
And shout out to Janet.
And a hi to Janet. Hey, Jan, you put this all together. Okay. Bye,
So,
everybody.
Yeah, could you give me a whoop after 3? 1, 2, 3.
Whoop!
Nice.